She does like scrabbling. Howdy folks, how we doing? We're on the old FW and we're just completing the steering calibration on her. So we've got to stop within a metre of the end point. So there. Click end. Calculating. System has completed the installation offset calibration. Click finish to end the calibration. There you go. So, beauty. She is now calibrated up the old FW. How cool is that? Right, so it's a bit of a test. What we're going to do, we're going to put an AB curve in. Put her in a bit of a higher gear. There we go. Set A. For a few revs. So now she's going to basically draw a line where we're going. So we're just going to do a nice gentle curve round this big old lake here. You can see it's just mapping what we're doing. Turn a bit more. Turn her off a bit, so I'll put a bit of a wiggle in it. This will be a good good little test of how it follows the line. So we're turning back again now. I'll keep her straight, so we'll press the B. So that's now saved that. So we'll spin around and put it back on and see if it follows it. So yeah, I'm over at Kingy's again today. Of course, that's where the FW is like. Mother's Day today, so happy Mother's Day, Mum. She's over at the seaside, I think, with my sister. So yeah, it's a lovely day. It's dried up. I mean, I could have, you know, the reason I haven't done this beforehand is because obviously this is Matt's grass around his lake, so didn't really want to come here and when it was wet and just muck it all up for him, right? The FW does like making a bit of a mess. Right, so as you can see, there, you probably see we're just on the lines we were on. So we'll press that. She's now took over. We'll see what it does. Look at that. Absolutely awesome. Now a lot of you, well, not a lot of you, those that don't have Autosteer will absolutely hate the fact that I've got it on an old classic like this. But why not? It means you can be far more efficient. I've worked on about it for no end of time. Like there's your, oh yeah, go up a bit. See the wheel in there? The camera behaves itself. Bang on the wheeling. So it just, you know, it proves an old girl like this, you know, can, you know, be just as, you know, precise as your modern bit of kit lot. You don't get the awesome sounds that you do with one of these, like you do, you know, like a, you know, a modern John Deere or Case or whatever. Like they don't sound as good as this. And look who it is. It's our old mate Darren. How we doing, George? All right, mate. So Darren's, he's here. He's going to have a go with the old CHC nav.
Myself on the screen. How do I know where?
Oh right, yeah.
Where I am?
We were fiddling, so that centralises it. Pressing that one, and then
right.
just you can either do it like you can on your phone with your fingers, or just press yourself
right.
down there to zoom in.
But we're going that way, so why is it upside down? Surely we're going.
Yeah, is that? Yeah, we must be the. We must have rolled backwards or something. So you go into that. Reverse heading, there we go. So now we're going the right way.
Okay, so if I pull off and then press,
bringing out a couple.
Yeah.
You can press it now if you want.
What, before you move?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. And
so now
just pull away and it should start to follow.
Yeah. So if you pull away now, don't steer. Well, you're in third, are you? Or,
yeah. Third. Should I go down a gear?
You can do. You can give it some revs in, can't you, if you want? See, off she goes.
We're going, thinks we're in reverse.
Oh, that's strange. So just we'll come out anyway, won't we? So
yeah.
just go forward a bit.
Stop.
No, it's right. There you go, that's got it. See, now that's putting itself online.
Okay.
No steering happening. And you can, in the buttons on the side, you can go in and adjust how aggressively it comes onto line. So you can make you make it steer, really aggressively on or gently on. Depends on what you're doing, like, and how quick you want it to.
What implement, I guess.
Exactly, yeah. So you're on the same curved AB that I was on a minute ago. So we're going to start.
This number here is the accuracy, is it, or how far your drift?
Yeah, that's how far you're off the line. So you're basically bang on, like. Yeah, a lot of getting it accurate is being accurate with your dimensions on the roof.
People have mentioned whether or not it would even work with an Artic.
Yeah.
But the answer to that is yes.
Yes. Yeah, working well. I mean, it follows the line quite happily.
I take it you were quite close to the water when you came round here then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're over.
Very close to the water.
We are. You might have to. we're over. We were on line 1, so we were one line over.
What, when you went round it earlier?
No, when we come onto that line just a minute ago.
Yeah.
We were on line 1 rather than line 0.
Okay.
So I don't know what measurement I've got it set at, but probably 4 metres or whatever. So when you get it.
I thought we were just on this red line, the middle one.
Yeah, that's -1. We're swapped over, you see.
Oh. Well,
so
if we go back to there and I press it now.
Yeah, that'll find its way on it. Although you get the 5 lines and the red one in the middle, that no matter where you are, if you can move over 10 lines, that will still look like that.
Oh, it doesn't have it doesn't bring up lots of.
No, you get 5 lines in your middle one.
Right, okay.
Probably the easiest way to do is put coverage on. And then you'll see, like, when you go back.
Right, okay.
Yeah, what we'll do, we'll finish this line here, then we'll go back on the next line
and see where it paints.
Yeah, and it should paint up to it, like, yeah. But that's what you were getting slightly confused, because it didn't look like you'd moved, did it?
No,
like, no.
I thought we were on the same line you went on earlier.
Yeah.
Which I thought you were further away from the water.
So it was just steering itself quite nicely.
So can you on here, if you was to map this whole field with the lake in it,
yeah,
can you then bring up like an image of the field?
Yeah. I've got fields, all the fields back at home are all saved on there. Like you just go in the settings, click on whatever field, and it comes up with your guidelines and everything. Like.
Right. Okay.
Then you can put new ones in, or make a new boundary or whatever.
Do you map a field for the boundary?
Drive around it.
You do literally just try and tell it where you've got to a corner.
Yeah. So on here, if we were going to map this field, initially you'd go into the settings, put the farm in, the field in.
Yep. Where you want to do it.
Yep. And then you put your boundary in. You start at obviously at your gateway.
Yep.
Drive all the way around, and then back. So you make the circle, so you make the loop and you've done the boundary. It then, you click save. It then knows that's the field.
Right.
And you can work from there. You see. And once we've got off, we're now on basically we're just on a straight line now.
Oh,
because I've ended the.
Oh, you ended.
I ended the thing.
Okay. So if I press the green.
Yep. That'll disengage.
And then turn that way.
Yeah. That's it. Oh, yeah. Keep going.
Tight.
If you want. Turn the grass up a bit more for Matt.
You can't see this bit.
No, he can't. Don't come round here very often, does he?
What did you do? Reverse back and get on the next line?
You can do, yeah. Yeah, do that. Do it. Take a shunt.
That's it. Let me a bit back.
Yeah. That's it, that's got it. So you've also got auto turn, you can have auto turn at the end of this as well.
Oh, like headland turn?
Yeah, so it'll turn itself.
What's that like to use?
You need to be my experience, you need to be in a fairly square-ended field.
Right.
So not going up to your headland at angles. If you know what I mean.
Yes.
So you want to be fairly square.
Does it get confused if you do?
Well, it ends up taking a bit of a longer. Yeah, you end up with a massive headland basically, rather than But there's some new software up this, so I should try it again.
Remind me, what am I aiming for?
So
we've obviously come down that line there.
Yeah, so you want to head for that one.
Yeah.
So steer when you get, steer to the right. Aim for that one next to the coverage. As soon as you get near.
That's not going to put us in the lake then.
No, because that is the original line I made when I come round.
Okay, yeah.
You see, at the minute we're on number 2, -2. So we're 2 over, like
2 over from your original line that you made.
So now we're on -1, the one we were just on. Then we'll be on 0, that's the original AB line I made. See, look at that, sorting itself out. There you go, online, coverage is matching up. If you just stop a minute, let me jump out. So here's the wheelings coming up now. This is where obviously I made that initial AB line. And it comes along. Look at that. So just hold there. There you go, that's bang on the side of that, side of where the original wheeling was. So that's working a treat, that is. There you can go. So yeah, now it'll do the old wiggle and go around the pond now. Yeah, so like I say, Darren, he's seen the CHC nav system in the TW, obviously in the fast track, now in the FW. He fancied a bit of auto steer action, so he's busy in there not steering at all. And That's doing its thing. What's it like? Not steering, yeah. But you see the wheelings? Yeah. Running straight up the wheelings. Yeah, so Darren's bought a cheap one that he's, well, not going to get into too much detail, but he's had it 6 months and has not been able to fit it yet. So, I think he may go down the CHC nav route. We'll see, because he can put that in the Corbic and the TW, obviously. So, but it just frees the tractor up, like, you know. Give us some revs. Beautiful. Yeah, so like I say, it's you know, especially with big stuff like this, you tend to be running big stuff behind them, so the wider you are, the harder it gets to match up. But when you've got the old Autosteer, easy as. So and now it's all plumbed into that. It's a case of, well, about 5 minutes to swap between that and the fast track. So yeah, it'd be ideal when we get it working again, like. So jobs are good. Yeah, so Darren's had a nice little tutorial on the CHC nav system. Looks like I've got a bit of a weep on the hub of that front offside. See the oil down the inside the tyre there. Have to have a look at that. But yeah, like I say, Darren was looking one for, you know, spraying and that sort of stuff, so he could be, you know, more accurate. And, you know, when he does his grass work and that sort of stuff. I mean, these are, I mean, they're still, I think they're £5 these systems, which is nothing really compared to what you get in return. I love it. And like I say, that'll probably annoy a load of people that it's on a 1978 Ford FW, but why not? Don't make life harder just for the sake of it. It's hard enough as it is. So yeah, we're looking forward to getting her out. So we'll park her up, and seems as the TW is here and she was a failure at the dyno day, we will have a spark her up and see how she sounds now. So Matt Baz, I've got a bit of a fleet out at the minute. I've got the 4240S on her Terras, Deutsch Fahr 610, big old quad track, the 3080 Massey, the 4955. You got Darren's McCormick behind and the TW, so big show of horsepower at the minute here. Here she comes. So the old TW, she let herself down a little bit at the dyno day, didn't she, mate? She didn't. Well,
we couldn't
put it on basically, could we? Like, because there was something wrong.
Something wrong with the new, well, the reconditioned pump.
Yeah, injector pump, like.
The chap that did it was here, and basically recommended don't.
Yeah.
Don't.
So we had it back.
Yeah, he's had
fiddled
it back.
about.
He's fiddled about. He's done something, found something wrong, found something that weren't quite right.
Yeah.
And gave it me back.
Yeah. And you've obviously fired it up. You sent me a video of it fired up. It does sound a lot better.
Yeah, it has been running.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, this isn't first start.
No. First start, boom.
Yeah,
no, so yeah, we'll see what she sounds like now. It should sound, well, like she always used to sound.
Yes.
Oh. Listen to that. That's so much better. So much better. Yeah, she's definitely ready for a bit of work again now. And what Darren said he might do is might take us down to Sharman's, might we, mate, and get it on the dyno just to see what it is doing.
It would be nice to.
Yeah.
That was kind of the whole point of spending all this money.
That was the original plan, wasn't it? Like,
yeah.
So yeah, it would be nice to know before next year where she does stand now. Like.
Yeah.
So yeah.
On the other hand, if we don't get it down there, I think we're both going to Whitwell.
Oh yeah, Whitwell's coming up. Old Healy's show.
And hopefully he's got a dyno on site.
Yeah, that's what he reckons this year, doesn't he? Like, so it'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Like,
yeah.
Plenty of tractors there to chuck on if that's the case.
Like last year, there was some really interesting.
There was some very interesting stuff. So yeah, we've been told we've got to take TW and the FW again, haven't we? So
yeah.
Which is sort of like sometime in June, mid-June, I think it is.
Yeah, it's middle of the year.
Yeah, 19th. It could be the 19th, but
yeah.
so that's coming up. But she sounds so much better. Did sound tight before, didn't it? Like,
yeah.
It
was just over. I think it was on 2 cylinders. I think he said.
Yeah.
It was 2 cylinders, majorly over fueling.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the injectors, it was to do with the pump.
Pump itself.
Something to do with the element I don't really understand, but
Yeah.
something to do with inside the pump.
He sorted it anyway.
It
so
seems,
yeah.
He sorted it, it sounds loads better.
Yeah.
The pump is maxed out, apparently. It won't, without...
No more screw available,
no. Without doing fitting modified components, apparently that pump now can't do any more. No. Hence, it does smoke.
Smoke a bit, like, yeah, but she always did anyway, didn't she? So, yeah, so we might find that on a future video at some point, like,
yes. Yeah, if we don't go to Sharman's, possibly
Whitwell's.
I'd like to do Sharman's first.
Yes, yeah.
But yeah, we'll have to see.
We'll see one way or the other, won't we? Yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. See you on the next one. Ta-ta. Is that it?
That's it.
Just a thumbs up,
I did do a thumbs up.
Oh, right, yeah.
Ta-ta.